At the beginning, a girl confesses her love to him, and coincidentally, she happens to be his crush. However, there's one problem. While confessing, she hands him money. Both of them are taken aback by the situation. She then asks him if the amount isn't enough, and even offers to give him more. He responds by saying that if it were a love letter, he would understand, but why money? She explains that since he seems to have financial struggles, his face looks pale, his limbs appear fragile, and his uniform is worn out, she assumed he must be poor. Hearing this, he insists that no matter how difficult his situation is, he can't accept such a large sum from her. Suddenly, she hands him a coin, asking if that would be enough. He refuses again. Blushing, he tells her that he doesn't need money to appreciate her confession because just hearing her words is enough to make him happy. This flusters her, and before he knows it, she gives him even more money, thanking him. In her mind, she feels that without offering money, she can't properly express her gratitude. Then, out of nowhere, she tells him to just accept the money. There's no need to date her. In the end, he rejects both the money and her confession. Later, she confesses to him once more, but this time offers him a homemade lunch. Curious, he asks why she's giving him food while confessing. She explains that since he refused the money, she thought she could win him over with a meal instead. He tells her that she doesn't need to go to such lengths since she's already charming enough. Hearing this, she blushes and, without thinking, hands him money again. Embarrassed, she says it was an accident, but by that point, her face is as red as a tomato. Eventually, he decides to eat the food she prepared. However, upon opening the lunchbox, he is shocked to find money inside instead of food. Confused, he asks her why. She explains that since she isn't skilled at cooking, she figured it would be better to give him money, so he could buy something delicious himself. This disappoints him, and he tells her that he really can't accept it. Sometime later, he heads to a family restaurant after working multiple part-time jobs. When he enters, he is surprised to see his crush working as a waitress, and she looks equally stunned to see him. He comments that her uniform is cute, making her flustered. She then guides him to a seat, and as he sits down, he notices that she seems much more diligent here than at school. Out of nowhere, she hands him some money again, thanking him for coming to the restaurant. She happily says that she's glad he showed up, but in his mind, he feels like he should be the one paying just for the chance to see her in uniform. Feeling a bit awkward, he apologizes for saying something weird earlier. However, she reassures him, saying that he can look at her all he wants for free. Then, she suddenly blurts out that if he agrees to date her, she'll give him 10,000 yen. She continues, saying that she'll also treat him to anything on the menu, and he can eat as much as he wants. While blushing and holding out the money, she asks him to accept her feelings. He then questions why she is going this far for him. She pauses for a moment before answering. She simply loves him and wants him to be happy. Hearing this, he can't help but blush as well. He admits that her words make him happy, and he finally accepts her feelings. However, right after, she hands him even more money, while confessing once again, completely shocking him. Now, she's giving him even more money than before. She insists that he should just take it, as all she truly wants is for him to be happy.